Hello, my loves. It's G here with Going Thread Tarot, and I'm here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance, as always, my sweets. Okay, so I'm getting a really strong channeled message for the collective right now. There is a very strong masculine energy. And I definitely think this is coinciding and it was like 21-second sound, because on the 21st, no matter when you're finding this, the energy is going to be affecting you the most right then, whenever you find this, okay? But on the 21st of September of 2025 was when I am filming this, we have a partial solar eclipse happening, and it's a new moon. It's a partial new moon solar eclipse, okay? There is a lot of energy here and a rise of masculine energy that's coming here. And it feels like if you have any shadow aspects of your masculine energy, so hesitancies, fears, traumas, blockages around stepping into masculine energy, those are going to be coming up to the surface right now for you to heal. It is so important for us to, because I know I've been talking about on the channel, okay, right, about how having past issues come up to the surface to meet the more healed version of you that can handle those past issues in a better, more organized, more grounded, temperance kind of energy, right? And to have the willingness to step into your masculine energy and to face those challenges and take those opportunities. Spirit wants you to know right now that they don't want you to view the challenges that are popping up right now as necessarily as obstacles. These challenges that are popping up right now are opportunities, right? And they also don't want you to see challenges or obstacles as punishment. You are not being punished because you have things popping up that might be slowing down or halting your progress. Really think deeply and reflect deeply about the symbolism that can be held within issues that are coming up to the surface right now. And there is this energy here of rising up above the influence of the shadow energy. Spirit also has another message about how things can seem very in turmoil right now. You might feel very torn between two within yourself right now. You might be seeing that energy. Always understand that what is in the micro, what is happening inside of your life, is being reflected in the macro, in society. And what's happening in society is also being reflected within your life as well. Spirit wants you to step into a higher, more evolved level of thinking about the issues that are coming up to the surface to be solved right now. They want you. Sorry, I felt like a bug was just crawling on my leg. And I was just like, what was that? Was there just a spider crawling on my leg? Because I feel like that would just be so in the energy right now. Because there's a lot of communication. There's a lot of things being woven. There's a lot of things coming up to the surface because spirit is opening doorways and is opening opportunities for you to close out karmic cycles, right? So if that old issue is coming up, let it meet the new you. You guys might be drawn to the 408 was the time down on the clock. You guys might be drawn to the Let Me Reintroduce Myself video that I just put out. I'll try to remember to link that up above, right? And, or if it's on the side, whichever side. um, this energy of let me introduce the new, more healed version of myself to these old issues, and to not see it as punishment. Like, oh, why is this coming up again? Why am I having to deal with this person again? Why is this issue within myself coming up again? Because you are a more healed, more advanced version of yourself, and they want you to see that this new, more advanced version of yourself can handle this in a better way than you did in the past. And it doesn't have to be that you that you completely don't, you're so healed that that problem never even crosses your mind. Spirit just wants you to see that you are handling things in a better way, and that if you feel tempted to handle them in the old way, you just know that there's a little bit more concentration of energy towards like healing. um, Things are being brought up to the surface, especially emotionally. Spirit really wants you to be able to step out of this energy of the shadow, and to be able to trust that when things feel like they're falling apart, it's because Spirit is bringing things together. They want you to be able to trust and reach for a higher vibration and a deeper understanding of yourself and the way things are happening. You have been given these tools, you have been shown these lessons. Fall back on these tools, right? Fall back on remembering, I'm emotionally regulating myself now. I'm not, having those same old coping mechanisms pop up. You might have temptations of old coping mechanisms, of old codependent cycles coming back up. Remind yourself who you are and stay focused on your purpose. Okay? Stay focused on your purpose. And to understand, also, another message here is there is a lot of you right now in the collective that is being asked to stand up. I feel like a lot of the people that are being drawn to my readings are the future, are the future leaders, are the future light workers, are the future healers in all different types of ways, right? A lot of people, because I am working through burning through a lot of ancestral trauma, stepping up, facing those issues of stepping up and becoming that leader, speaking my voice, speaking my truth, sitting with my authenticity. I do think that makes us that match to that, right? That a lot of people, if you're really drawn to these readings, if they really resonate with you, you're probably going to resonate deeply within that and be like, yeah, I'm on that same path. I'm on that same thing. This is going out to you guys. Shout out to you guys who are at that level where you're being asked, you're being asked to turn the wisdom that you have been given, and to understand that that wisdom and the experience, the wisdom that is coming from the experiences that you have had in your life and the healing, is leading towards you transmuting that into understanding. A lot of you are going to be opening up channels, you're going to be selling products, you're going to be writing books, you're going to be giving speeches, you're going to be hosting podcasts, or whatever that looks like. Okay? You are going to be sharing that knowledge of your experience and the things that you have learned, stepping into being that leadership, right? And Spirit is here. If you have any fears, if you have any, doubts, anything that's coming up, that's completely natural. It's completely okay that that's happening. Again, let those old fears and that old base, that old karmic cycle, that old generational issue that's coming back up to the surface, let it meet the new, more healed you. And when your shadow energy rises up, the new, more healed you shines light on that shadow. And you hold space and compassion for it and understanding for it. And you understand that when you do that, you walk even more in your truth. You walk even more in your authenticity. And if you are being guided to share that part of yourself, just do it authentically. Whatever it is that you're being guided to do it authentically, and you will find your tribe. You will find your collective. You will find those people who resonate with you. Chase what gives you that light-hearted feeling. Chase that. Don't concentrate so much on becoming the leader, gathering your authority. Those are parts of your shadow that are coming up to the surface right now. Spirit is encouraging you to just walk forward in your authenticity. Just be who you are. Just speak from the heart. Just create that product because you're like, man, growing up, I wish and I wish and I wish that I had this product. And you know what? I'm going to be the one that creates it. I had this issue. I had this problem. This is a huge problem that has been in my life, my whole life, and I want to solve it. I mean, it doesn't have to have been a huge, huge, huge. Maybe you're just like, man, I have this type of curl we'll just say this as an example. I have this type of curl texture in my hair, and I just wish there were products for people like me. Also, I'll use myself as an example. When I was younger, there weren't that many products that were made for hair texture like mine. There were a lot when I was younger, much younger. There were a lot of perms, or there were not as many black hair products that were too heavy for my, the being mixed. The white hair products were way too drying and way too damaging on my hair, and were basically just like, just perm your hair and make it straight. And the black hair products were way too heavy and they weighted down my hair. And and I was just kind of like, I always had to kind of mix. But as I've grown older, there's been a lot of people that are like me, that are mixed race individuals, who have made and have diversified. And shout out to them, who have diversified. Even people who have made more products embracing curly hair, embracing black code, more black creators and more black business owners making those products that were filling holes that people needed, that of want and desire. And there is this type of energy of that, of there are people out there who want solutions that you are figuring out, that you literally right now are journaling and putting them together. You're working them out in your mind. You're figuring out how to do them right now. You're making it work for your life. You're figuring it out. You're finding solutions. And you will have a collective people out there who are going through those same issues, that same trauma, that same drama, and they need you, in a sense where they need people like you to stand up and say, I've had this issue too. I had that problem too. It was hard for me to go through that too. Man, when I tried to do this or when I tried to do that, I was met with this and I was met with that. And even though I wanted to break away, there was a bunch of stuff inside of me that I had to deal with. They need that authenticity. They need that truth. And Spirit is saying, like, they understand that putting yourself out there is a scary thing. Because yeah, you probably will experience people who have not experienced what you have experienced having something to say about you, or people who have experienced what you experienced, but they have found a different solution that works for them, and they're going to critique the way you found your solution. But you cannot let that stop you or hold you back. Do what you need to do. Take the classes, get the certification, do the thing, whatever you need to do. But Spirit is saying here that there is something within you that wants to be birthed through you, that wants to be created through you, that is seeking you. Just as much as you're seeking it, it's seeking you. And Spirit is saying that right now is an amazing opportunity for you to ask yourself, what is really stopping me from stepping into that? Is it fears? Is it traumas? Is it money blocks? Is it, lack mentalities, victim mentalities? What is it within my, if it's a person, place, thing, where I am? Is it a job? I don't have enough money. I don't feel supported enough by my friends and my family. Then go find a support system. If you don't have a job that helps you with those hours and do that, go find a job that does. Now is time to step up and turn all of these blocks into solutions. And by doing that, you are going to be healing this kind of masculine energy that's coming up right now. And Spirit wants you to know, come on now. Be devoted and committed to changing these ancestral patterns. That a lot of you might be, come on now, that a lot of you might be having issues with waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for the perfect time, waiting until you have this, waiting until you have that. A lot of you now, Spirit is saying that there are things that you can take action on right now. If there's something that you're like, I genuinely cannot take action on this, then find things that you can take action on and take those actions. Even if it's small actions, even if it's baby steps, those lead up to big actions. Say that your Spirit is guiding you to move. Well, there's a lot of actions that need to be taken, a lot of organization, a lot of packing up, a lot of, looking, finding a house, finding a new place, finding where you want to be, finding a new job, closing out cycles here. There's a lot of little steps, saving up money, investing in yourself, moving around. There's a lot of steps. that come before, okay, I'm actually packed and I'm moving, right? There's a lot of steps. Start taking, even if it's small steps, start taking those steps. Start conquering those steps towards that action, towards that bigger goal. Now is the time. The energy is like pushing. It's pushing. And right and if there are, like I said, if there are any shadow energies, fears, dramas, blocks, any of this feeling of like I can't, but this, but that, but what about this, but what about that, that stops you from just jumping into that, those are coming up to the surface right now. Not for you to feel bad about yourself, not for you to be like, oh, why can't I just find a solution? Find a solution. If it's going to talk to a counselor, going to talk to a therapist, if it's something that you can handle in-house in yourself, find a solution. The energy right now is find a solution. Find a solution. And to understand that those fears are coming up to the surface because these fears are pointing you towards your soul's deepest desires. Because your soul wants to drop that fear, drop that resistance energy towards going towards that thing, wants to drop that trauma, wants to drop that drama, wants to drop that fear response, wants to drop that belief system that stops you from allowing. Even say if it was like a fear along the sense of like a phobia, that's coming up because spirit wants you to face that and wants you to let it go and move on from it, because it's something that hinders you. It's something that hinders you from walking in a fullness and a richness within yourself. And again, that's not something that you can just change overnight, that you can just decide, oh, I'm just not terrified of this anymore. No, it is going to be an intensive and a long process. But spirit is saying, face those fears within yourself. Trust yourself. There's a lot of changes that are happening right now. Trust that you can trust yourself, and trust that you are being guided and that you are being protected through this time. You are being guided. You guys have like a strong guide that's coming through saying like, trust me. I'm telling you to take this leap of faith. Trust me. I'm telling you to step into that full energy. Trust me. Please trust us. Because they are trying so hard. It is your deepest desire to bring an end to this cycle. All right, 19 breaks down to a 10. The end of the cycle is here. An opportunity to end this cycle is here. An opportunity to walk away and learn this lesson is here. Step into your willpower. Find that balance within yourself that's going to allow this to happen. Page of Swords. You're going to receive some really important information that's going to help you and assist you in allowing this to happen. Woo! Queen of Pentacles. A big, big energy here of know your worth, know your value. Know that you are worthy of investing this time and energy and dedication into hunting down these fears. And to understand why if you have this pure desire to go towards something, but you have a fear that's stopping you, you do not deserve to have that fear stopping you from your desire. From what you truly desire. From what your soul truly desires. You do not deserve to have that fear holding you back. Whatever it is, you deserve to invest that energy in yourself to work through that obstacle. Come on. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords fell out here over the Oracle card, over this weight. You are being a weight holding you down. For some of you, this could be a weight in your heart or your solar plex chakra. You might have like some kind of like blocking energy. Or some of you feel guided to get, to work on those, to do the research around what can help you unblock, what foods, what colors, what actions, what energy, what frequency, hertz energies, sound frequency healing. If you feel guided to go towards, and get some kind of like Reiki healing. Come on, fool. Take that leap of faith. Spirit is saying take that leap of faith because you are fostering a brand new beginning here. Ooh. Sorry about that. If you guys can hear that, my washing machine just sounded like it was about to try to take off. Yeah, yeah. This is the other side. There's something to hear about with the Six of Pentacles. There's something about the other side of the coin. You're being offered something here. Yeah, and it's kind of reminding me of you like offering this fear. I trade this fear for opportunity. I give up this space that this fear, that this trauma, that this drama is holding inside of me, that this anger or this lack energy, this belief system. I offer that up and make room for things to come in, for new things to be attracted to it. Yes. And this moon energy is allowing you to release that, to release cycles here. Spirit wants you to walk away from things that make you feel this sense of lack. If it's a belief system within yourself, do the work on yourself that you need to walk away from this deeper belief system that you feel like you're not enough, or you're undeserving, or you lack what it takes. If it's a person outside of you, if it's a place, if it's an energy, walk away from it. Spirit wants you to offer it up, to release it, and then to let go of the control around the way it's taken out of your life. Because when you say, yeah, God, I'm offering up this fear, take this fear from me. You might not know what people, places, things, actions inside of you are creating this, are marrying this fear energy to you, are creating this stagnancy energy around you. So if something suddenly, if you suddenly lose a job, or you and a friend suddenly have a fight and that person falls out of your life, if suddenly out of nowhere you lose something, please have the understanding right now, and Spirit understands we're all human, but please have the understanding that if you lose something right now, if something walks out of your life right now, if somebody reveals their true face to you right now, understand that this is an energy that is feeding into this fear energy, or whatever it is inside of you, this lack energy. There's something here about seeing that you have more resources than you think. Yeah, you're far more independent and far more capable than you give yourself credit for. Or you have, it's almost like, say that you want to accomplish something, you want to make something, but you're like, and you looked up how to make it, and wherever you looked up how to make it says that you have to have these types of materials. And you're like, oh, well, I have to have this organic, farm raised, pure, 100%, and having all that stuff where it's paraben free, wax free, all that organic stuff. I'm not saying that that's necessarily bad, or that's a bad thing, but there is some kind of energy here around being like, oh, no, because it said I needed this very specific thing, I can't do it. When Spirit is telling you, actually, you have materials that are actually in your price range, that are actually available to you in your environment that you're in, but because you're like, no, it has to be this way, you are not allowing alternative solutions to what you're looking for to flow into your life, because you're like, no, it has to be this way, no, it has to look like this, no, it has to be this way, it has to be this person, or it has to feel like this and look like this, that's it, otherwise I don't recognize it as a solution to my problem. And Spirit is saying that they are throwing like, how about this, how about that, maybe this, maybe that, and you're just like, all those other things are happening and I just want a solution to this thing. And Spirit's like, okay, what about this, what about that, what about this, what about that? I don't know, all these other things are just happening and I don't see a solution to this. And Spirit's just like, hello, hello, knock, hello, are you listening? If you ask for a solution to something and then suddenly just pops up, think on that. It's like, why is this popping up? Well, I did ask Spirit for a solution to this. I might not understand how doing this or going here or talking to that person is going to solve some issue in my life, but it is. Jump into it. And then you're going to do that, which is going to do this, which is going to do that. And then suddenly you're like, oh, there's a solution to my problem. This solves this other problem. And I had no idea that going over here or doing that or talking to that person was somehow going to solve that problem. Spirit, I just need this. Spirit, I just need that. Okay, go to the park. Spirit, how is that going to give me a solution? Just go to the park. You have just suddenly have this issue. Why don't you go out to the park? Why don't you go to this restaurant? Ooh, wouldn't that restaurant be so good? Ooh, I suddenly have a craving for this. Little do you know, when you follow that desire and follow that inspiration of, okay, I'll go do that. Okay, I'll call this person. Okay, I'll do that. You're going to go to that person. You're going to go to that place. You're going to go to that here. And you're suddenly going to be like, oh my God. You're going to go to that restaurant. You're going to sit down, and suddenly the waiter that comes to your restaurant is just going to suddenly talk about how, say you're looking for a good mechanic. And suddenly, I'm having car problems. I need a good mechanic. And suddenly you're like, I'm just craving this restaurant out of nowhere. I really want to go to this restaurant. What, doesn't that sound so good? You get an invitation from a friend that, come on, come out and come to this restaurant with me. And you go out to that restaurant. You follow that desire. You follow that inspiration. You go out to that restaurant. And the waiter that you're sitting there talking to, like, you guys are just kind of chatting it up. They're a little bit friendly, a little bit more. And suddenly they're just like, oh yeah, my uncle is this mechanic, and he's looking for new people. He's just a really good mechanic, but he hasn't had any business recently. You have his number? There's a solution to your problem. There are going to be, like, there's something here about your lack of vision, okay, is narrowing the solutions that spirit's like, hey, you're asking me for solutions to this. Here's the solution. Here's a solution. It might not look like a direct one-to-one solution, but please trust and take this leap of faith. Trust and understand that I just really feel called to do this. I really feel called to put this out here. I really feel called to make this post. I really feel called to do that. And it's coming from this place of like pure inspiration and just like, I really feel called to say this or do this. You might not understand. You might be like, I just want a new job. I want a new job. This job that I have, it's just not right. Somebody's like, hey, you want to go out with me? Hey, you want to go do this? Hey, you want to do that? Or, oh, hey, I just feel really called, to just say this or say that. Somebody's going to be like, hey, you want a job? You're going to go out and you're going to run into somebody that's like, oh yeah, my uncle's looking for a new person that needs, they're opening up a new business and they're looking for that. Or I don't know, his receptionist just quit on him out of nowhere and they just walked out, and he's really desperate to find somebody really quick. And you know that this is a good person. This is a good, yeah, it pays well and it has a good vacation days and he'll work with your schedule. Well, I'm looking for a job. You know that you're looking for a job and somebody randomly talks about how they're opening up a new business. Look into it. Or you're looking for a solution to an issue and somebody is like, oh, maybe you should talk to this person. Have you ever read this book? What is that? Does that book have anything to do with it? With like, okay, that was random. This person just randomly was talking to me about this book. And you go, I don't know, the book kind of piqued my interest. You go read it, and 5 chapters in, bam. Oh my God. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is exactly the issue that I've been having. They're right. Oh my God, I could do that, and I can do this. Follow the breadcrumbs. Follow the trails. Okay? You can do this. You can do this. Exactly. Your higher self, your intuition, it's leading you. It's leading you to victory. Come on now. It is leading you to victory. You're being guided and watched over. Please believe that. Trust and believe. Up, 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 up. What did I just say? Trust and thrive. Hmm? 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 Let's keep talking about it. Take note of intuitive messages. Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right, and you will see your seeds grow. So step into your high priest, your masculine energy, Set your intention and create. Okay? Okay? Some of y'all are connecting with like a deeper, like warrior energy. Be fearless, right? Be fearless. How do you become fearless? You face your fears. You face your fears. You face your fears around why you're so scared to do that. And you show yourself that you can do it. Love and let yourself be loved. Open up your heart and show up for yourself. Be compassionate towards yourself and allow. Be like, okay, Spirit, just show me. I'm willing and I'm open. Show me. Help to open my eyes, Spirit. Help me to see why is this an issue. Help me to find the pathway towards healing this. And then be open to the different ways that you can receive guidance. You have a random thought to go somewhere or do something? Follow it. Okay? Somebody's mentioning something over and over again? Follow it. Listen. You have a dream about a person over and over again? Follow it. Listen. Now that doesn't mean... Let me just stop, because I'm like, somebody's spirit guide jumped in and said, just because you're having a dream about somebody doesn't mean you need to work things out with them. Spirit didn't want to say something about that. Some of y'all know people are no good for you, and these people keep popping up in your dreams, and it's because Spirit wants you to find an emotional conclusion. But just because you're dreaming about that toxic ex that hurt the hell out of you, that does not mean that he's really actually the love of your life, and Spirit wants you to reach out to them. Somebody's spirit guide just say, bitch, be for real. Bitch, be so for real. You know that's not what the hell I'm saying. Bitch, be so for real. Okay. That's not like, that's good. It's good energy though. It's good energy. It's like somebody just being like, girl, you know that's not what I'm saying. You know I'm not telling you to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna pull some messages from my Sinking Sun Divine Masculine Messages deck. Okay. I'm feeling really strong in Christ consciousness right now. I'm feeling this really strong Christ consciousness. So we're going to pull messages from the divine masculine energy that is going to help the collective. What is the highly evolved divine masculine energy have to say for us in facing this, any kind of fears of stepping into our divine masculine energy? Christ consciousness, what kind of high vibrational messages do you have for us? Come. I want to be honest. This is a karmic soul tie. We aren't soulmates. Bitch, be for real. Somebody's ancestor doubled down on that. Bitch, be for real. Just in case you were like, she don't know what she's talking about. Things were getting messy. You needed to take a step back. Spirit removed somebody from your life because shit was getting messy. And with whatever it was, Spirit stepped that shit back because they stopped it from getting even messier. My spirit guy said, "You're welcome. You're welcome." They love you. They love the shit out of you. Sometimes they just gotta get up out of here. That's enough. Stop playing. Let's be for real. Okay. Okay. So we got that message. Okay. Come on now. I'm starting to understand this connection. The wheels are turning. I'm not calling you stupid. Please don't. I understand. It can be hard. But we all have to come to that resolution sometimes where we're just like, let me stop lying to myself about what this really is. Oh, Lord. And so we really sometimes have to have a lot that bravery and that strength to face the fear within ourselves that I have been keeping myself in a delusion. I have been harming myself. I've been holding myself back. I'm so busy looking for enemies outside of myself that I'm not concentrating on the enemy within. than the beast within that tells me I'm not good enough or I'm not worthy enough. It's really time to step up toe to toe, pull hands. Let me explain. It's hard. It can be really hard to be like, ooh, damn. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Yeah. Oh, Lord. Ooh, I'm finding myself again. But I was just about to say, but I'm so effing proud of you for doing that work. That shit's hard. It's so hard, but I am so proud of you for having that radical honesty with yourself. I am allowing this to continue in my life. I am giving in to my shadow temptations. I am allowing my ego or my pride to rise up and not take accountability for the ways I was wrong in a situation or I was wrong about something. And I'm keeping myself stuck in the cycle because I don't want to just admit I messed up or I wasn't doing right or I wasn't following my steps or spirit told me to trust, but I didn't. And I've really got to let it go, and I just got to start. I got to start trusting. I got to start seeing. I can't be blind to this or blind to that. I really got to see. And a lot of you are strong enough and evolved enough now to see those deeper things that make you want to go, ah! You know what I'm talking about. Sorry for those who have headphones on, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know those moments when you go to open up your camera and your phone betrays you because it opens up the front facing camera and you see that terrible, horrible angle of yourself where it's like 6 different chins and like you're like making a crazy face and you're just like, oh, yeah, yeah, this is that moment. Ah, good God. Yeah. Oh my God, is that really what I look like sometimes? But it's about finding that love within yourself, having love and compassion within yourself. The divine masculine energy is coming forward to say, I fucking love you, bitch. I love you, and I want you to feel as much love for yourself as I have for you. I want you to know, I want you to feel as worthy and as chosen and as seen as I see you. And I want you to see yourself that deeply. And sometimes we have to be honest about the reflection that we see inside of ourselves. Because it can be very hard to look at the parts of ourselves that are like, I don't want to admit that I did that. I don't want to admit that I have that issue. I don't want to admit that I have that addiction. I don't want to admit that I didn't love myself enough to not deal with that toxic ass person. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know what I'm saying? To say those hard hitting things to yourself, to be like, but do you really? What does it really say that you were chasing after that person who was already in a relationship? What does it really say that you dealt with that person and allowed, even though you knew they were toxic and they were hurting you and you were trapped? It says that I was trapped in this dynamic of wanting to be the rescuer, wanting to people please that person, even though I know no matter how much I poured into them, they were always going to take from me and not do me right. What does it really say about me and the person that I really am? Am I as kind and as loving I am a kind, loving person, but am I as kind and as loving to myself? Am I as protective and as loving of myself as I need to be? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Those are the things that spirit is asking you to have the bravery to ask yourself those really hard questions. And because when you are brave and strong enough to face that fear, to face those hard questions about yourself, to take accountability for those hard ways, those things about ourselves, that it's not like, damn, was I prejudiced in this kind of way about this? Damn, damn. Is is my belief system actually based in some kind of hate? Damn. Wait a minute. But when you are strong enough and braver, that's when big changes happen in your soul. Damn, did I really do that? I really did that person dirty. They didn't deserve that. Damn. Those are hard conversations to have with yourself, but now is the time. Now is the time to have the bravery and the strength to be honest with yourself. Not to blame yourself, not to beat yourself up, not to say, oh my God, I am such a terrible person. Elevate. Elevate, elevate, elevate. Take the first step. It's the hardest. Take that leap of faith. Take, like I said, even if it's baby steps, take those steps, mama. Take them. It's hard to turn that thing around, okay? When all of the energy is going this way, it's hard to turn that thing around and actually get it going this way. But that's when real change happens, right? Because it's such important work to realize I'm going the wrong way. I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm not handling this in the best way. That's so important. But with that realization, stopping, holding yourself accountable, and turning around, learning how to take those steps in the other direction, and then taking those steps. And then continuing those steps. And then even when you want to turn around and look back over your shoulder, or if you do turn around and start taking steps back the other direction, having the strength to say, stop, go back, turning around, and having that love and that compassion for yourself to do that, and to not beat yourself so much that you end up just sitting down and not doing anything. Or if you are sitting down, to stand up and start taking those steps back in the right direction. That's a lot of different steps, and it's a lot of work. Spirit knows that it is. And they're not underestimating that amount of work they're asking you or the work it takes. Come on now. I wish I could take it back, but I can't. I'm moving forward now. I'm cleansing my energy. God, I'm so proud of you. I am so fucking proud of you. Keep going. No matter where you are, I feel inspired by you to be a better me. Come on, baby. I'm asking the universe for another chance. And the universe said, okay, bet. Second chances come with a lot of work. And you're worth every fucking second of it. That's so funny. But Spirit said, keep it in balance. I work too much. I need more fun in my life. Have a more light touch about it. Okay? Right, like I said. Oh, what is it? My goodness. My cat just jumped up out of her sleep and had a bunch to say. Do you have a dream, babies? Did you have a dream? Yeah? Goodness. It's okay. It was always only you're the one. And that's falling out here over I'm finally finding myself. You were always the one. A lot of you always felt like you needed something outside of yourself to go towards. You needed someone outside of yourself. Oh, well, I'm improving. I'm healing because I want to find my twin flame. I want to find my soulmate. I want to find that person I'm going to be with. I want to find that collective of people that I need to heal. I need to heal. Do it for yourself, baby. Do it for yourself. This journey has always been about you, and it always will be. So make you the focus of your journey. Come on now, they captivate me. Some of y'all are feeling real seen, and sometimes it can feel uncomfortable being seen. Oh yeah. Your smile gives me butterflies. Okay? I love you. That's what Spirit's saying. I love you. I mean, this butterfly energy, that's transformational energy, right? Having this transformational energy about the way you love yourself, walking by the mirror and seeing yourself smiling because you're genuinely loving yourself and loving your life and loving where you're going and you're working towards that. Wow. Come on now. Knowing that I'm making the choices that I'm putting that smile on my face. The smile that I used to get so much energy from putting on other people's faces. I'm getting so much energy on putting that smile on my face, making sure I'm smiling, making sure I'm taken care of, making sure I'm happy. I'm transforming. I'm pouring energy into myself and my life. Mm, come on now. I wish I could stand beside you. There, with this, taking the first steps. There's nothing wrong with feeling motivated of going towards a goal, right? There's this energy of like, I want to have a life that looks like this. I want to be a person that feels like that, right? There is past versions of yourself that prayed to be the person that you are today, that is coming forward to say, "Oh my God, you're so strong, you're so brave. I never thought I could make it that far. Look how well you've done. I'm so proud of you. Thank you." Because you are a dream that keeps coming up. You are a dream of your past, of the life and the belief systems that you have now. Even though you want to go so much further than you are now, understand that you are the dream person to a past version of yourself that was less healed, a version of yourself you thought could maybe never be that person. Remind yourself to have gratitude about how far you've come and give yourself that pat on the back for how far you've come. The person that you are now, even though you want to improve this person and learn more and grow more, there is the person that you are now is the dream and the prayer and the hope of people that are your ancestors that were in the past. They're like, I can't believe. I can't believe that you're living this life. It's amazing. And I want you to keep going, keep blooming, keep growing, keep getting even more amazing than you already are. And there's a future version of yourself that has already made those choices, that has already made those changes, that is looking back going, babes, you can do it. We made it, bitch. Keep going. I love you so much. I'm so proud of you for doing the work. Keep going. Because you were the person that was brave enough to get me where I am now. Keep going. Keep going. I'm changing my definition of love. I'm changing my definition of what loving other people looks like, because there was way more self-sacrifice in that than I realized. I'm changing the definition of what, when people show me genuine love, what that actually looks like. It doesn't look like them taking out their bad day on me. It doesn't look like them stealing or taking from me, but then saying, well, I'm your this, I'm your that. And that title gives me the entitlement to do that. If you do this, but you also say you love me, those things don't jive. I don't want that type of love. The type of love you got to give, it ain't right. And the type of love that I was giving to myself by accepting that type of love from you, accepting that type of, you know, running after and chasing after, I shouldn't have to do that. Being me should be good enough. I shouldn't have to sacrifice parts of myself or my desires or my wants to be worthy of your love, to be worthy of you treating me the way you should just treat me. If you are this title, if you are my mother, my brother, my son, my father, my lover, my husband, my wife, my child, my friend, my boss, you should just treat me with that level of respect, period. If I know I'm doing everything, I'm being a good person and I'm showing up and I'm doing what? Why am I having to jump through hoops to show you that I'm worthy of you just treating me the way you should just treat me? And it's going to be hard, right? It might feel hard to come to that realization of, damn, people have been telling me this is what love is, and it was a lie. And I have been eating on crumbs, and I have been eating this definition, this distorted definition of love. And it might feel like it took a lot of years from you. It took a lot of love that you poured into somebody that you can see all these years later, all these weeks, all these months, all this time later, that they never were going to appreciate it. And it's like, damn, I gave up so much of myself for this. What a waste. No. What would be a waste would be continuing to give to it when you see the truth of what it is. What a waste would be not learning this lesson from that distortion that was being married to you. They were showing you this is what love is not. And you felt so bad. And you felt this energy, I have to give and I have to give and I have to give, because you knew that what they were giving you wasn't real love. And it can be really hard if you grow up that way, or if you live for years in a situation that makes you feel that way, it can be hard to change that definition. As well as changing the definition of what actually loving ourselves looks like and feels like. My friend circle is getting smaller, just flew out and out of the spread. For some of you, you are going to have some people that you are holding on to, some people around you that also this feeling of that I can't trust other people. For some of you, your friend group could actually, like, you could be losing some people and gaining more people. The more that you work on this definition of what love is, the more that you surround yourself with people who reflect a true definition of what love is. What it truly feels like for somebody to say, I'm your husband, I'm your wife, I'm your lover, I'm your boyfriend, I'm your girlfriend, I'm your child, I'm your what that situation should, I'm your sister, I'm your brother, what that situation, I'm your friend, what that situation should actually mean. I'm your boss, I'm your leader. You are making room as those definitions and those programs that you're running in your head that was distorted, that was corrupted, as you are clearing those away and you are rewriting and unlearning. I was listening to a reading the other day, from a tarot reader. Her name is Jess, and she went and learned from her guru, whose name was Ramana. And Ramana, I hope it's okay that I'm using your words right now, because I hear them ringing in my head so loudly right now. And obviously, these are not my words. This is not my guru. This is not my teacher. But he is being a kind of teacher through her to me. And it was the most powerful learning that we can do is unlearning. The most powerful healing and the most powerful learning is unlearning. Unlearning those limiting beliefs. Unlearning, realizing, oh wow, this was never love. And that can be so painful, especially when it's a person that's so close to you, or a person that you had like a, I love this person feeling with. This person's my mother, they're my father, they're my sister, they're my brother, they're my husband that I've been married to for 30 years. And having this realization that this is not love. This person never loved me. They never loved me the way that I truly deserve to be loved. That this was never real love. It was codependency. It was toxicity. It was a level of love that does not match with this new upgraded version of myself and my soul. I'm becoming more true and authentic to myself. And that means that there is a level of authenticity of love, because divine source energy is love energy. So as we are elevating towards that, we are asked to examine the things that do not jive with pure actual love energy, because that is the authenticity that we are asked to vibrate in. Our soul, our pure soul, vibrates at the energy of love. And anything that holds you back, especially fear, because fear is the resistant energy in the world to love. And it's fear that holds you back from coming closer into union with that love energy. So this is big deals. This is big things, okay? Spirit is asking you to do right now. My karmic tried to stand between. This is a karmic lesson. This is a lesson that Spirit is trying to teach you right now. And it's a hard lesson. Ooh. It's hard to be honest with yourself to the point where you're like, damn, I really don't love myself as much as I should. Because my actions and my choices and the things that I do reflect that I don't love myself as deeply as I thought I did. Ooh, boy. But your soul is authentically craving for that. It's craving that authenticity. It's craving that sense of divine source love. And you radiating on that frequency of divine source love, right? Our soul is always radiating in tandem with the energy of divine source love, because it is that energy that animates our soul, that gives life, that gives birth to our consciousness. And so your soul is always trying to bust free of all of these layers of fear and misunderstandings and misbelief that we wrap around it. That the emergence into lower levels descending from source wraps around us. Misunderstandings, misguidings, unknowings, the perception of unknowings, the perceptions of misguiding, because our soul always knows the truth. And so we are always being asked to examine those untruths within ourselves. Come on. A lot of you are asking, can this work? Can I do this? Am I good enough? Am I well enough? Am I healed enough? Yes. Your soul is always down and ready for the challenge. It's always ready to just be who I am, baby. I'm always ready. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready to just be who I am, baby. To just radiate love and compassion and understanding. Divine truth and divine knowing, baby. I'm always ready. I stay ready. Are you ready? Come on. You know, and our ego and our pride is always pushing us away from that truth. Because it's painful. It's a painful truth. Yeah, I wasn't taking care of myself as much as I should. I wasn't showing up for myself as much as I should. I had myself convinced that I wasn't pure love, divine creation, amazing energy. I let the 3D world and the traumas and the dramas and the shit that I've been through make me act goofy. I've been acting goofy. It's hard. It's hard to admit that. But it's so powerful. You're pulling me towards you. You're so powerful. Your soul is pulling you towards that divine truth. 414 down on the real-time clock. My spirit. Knock, knock, knock. Are you listening? My dark past made me question my worth. Oh, yeah. Shit that we go through here in the 3D will have you mad convinced Okay? But my long lost love, I finally found you. Come on now. Things that I went through in the past had me forgetting that I am love. That my soul, that who I am at my deepest core is pure love energy. And that's what I fuck with. And this uncomfortability that I feel is a lack of authenticity of living in that. Oh, I didn't even see this. I don't know when this fell out, but it's right here. I want to be real. I want to be the real me, but I'm still fighting the need to be accepted. You listening? You listening? I'm learning, right? My dark past made me question my worth, but I'm learning. I'm transmuting. I am the magician. I'm rising above. I'm remembering. That's what healing is. Walking down this healing path is remembering. Is unlearning the forgetfulness. Okay? And the untruths that are layered around us. Ooh. Oh my God, that energy. I was playing mind games. Damn, I was. Damn. Oh. Come on now. Yeah, I know. This connection to the 3D world, it challenges your true beliefs and your connection, your 3D mind connecting with the truth that your soul know challenges these belief systems and these limitations. I know. I know because I be tapping into my higher self and feeling even a portion of her soul touching my soul. And I'm like, ah, how can I be worthy of that greatness? Because you are. Because that is you. You'll always be worthy of yourself. And you'll always be worthy of a connection to source. Because you are. Who you are is a connection to source. You can never be separated from it. You can only have a deep held belief system that you are in separation. But you never are. Hmm? Hmm? All right, I'm gonna go ahead because y'all know what to do. My spirit guides can just keep talking and keep talking and keep talking. We can yap all day, girl. Okay, we can yap all day. But let's stop yapping. Okay, I love to talk to y'all. I love to talk to y'all. I love to just sit down and just talk, just yap, just me, you, and spirit, just yapping, just having a yap session, just saying what we need to say. Okay. I love doing that with y'all, and I'm so grateful that y'all choose to be here and choose to walk down this path with me. I'm so grateful that y'all choose to be open to listen to what me and my spirit guides and what spirit has to say through me. I'm so grateful for y'all. And also, I want to say thank you because today was a crazy energy. I was in crazy energy today. And now I feel so much more righted. I feel so much more in alignment. And I am so thankful for y'all for helping me to transmute my own energy. I hope it helped you do the same. Okay? Because I'm telling you, connecting to spirit and talking to y'all, it's something else. It's something else. It fills my heart with so much gratitude. Whew. Come on now. Spirit had to call. Spirit said everything I said before was just an excuse. All the issues that I was having today was just an excuse to not be in my authenticity and not. I just had to work through. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you got to work through the energy to refine that remembering. Okay? To refine that Have grace and compassion and understanding with yourself, okay? Some days it's easier to remember than others. It really is. And that's just the human condition. That's just the condition of being in the 3 days. Sometimes, some days, some years, it's easier to remember than others. Some lifetimes it's easier to remember than others. But spirit is always working to bring you back around, okay? Spirit is always working, okay? Come on, I long for you to. They long for that connection between the two of y'all, okay? They understand how hard this that you went through in the past was to go through, what your ancestors went through, what your genetic line went through, okay? What you went through in the past and past lives. They understand and they hold compassion and love for you, and they're so proud of you and they're cheering you on, okay? Just always remember when you have fears and doubts and understand that you have thousands, millions of beings cheering you on and wanting the best for you. Always try as hard as you can to search for that and remember that, okay? Whenever you feel alone. And I'm not saying this to discount what you might be going through, because it can be so easy to feel alone in the 3D. I'm hearing that. What is that Beyonce song? That me and myself and I, it's all I got in the end. It's what I found out, and it ain't no reason why. Talk about it that from now on, I'ma be my own best friend. Me, myself, and I, it's all I got in the end. And what I found out. Come on now. Come on now. You always got yourself. And if you got yourself, you got source. And if you got source, you got all the angels and spirits and beings who are just screaming at you that they love you and they got you. Okay? Ooh, I feel so blessed. Oh, I feel so blessed by this reading. Whoo. Yes, I feel blessed for y'all too. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you to your angels, spirits, guardians, ancestors, masters, and guides that guided you to receive this message. I hope it gave you the love, light, elevation, clarity, and understanding that you were searching for. Thank you so much to my angels, spirits, guardians, ancestors, masters, guides for guiding me towards delivering this message and for protecting me while I did so. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know how you feel. Do the YouTube things. You know what it is. I love y'all so much. Thank you for being here with me, okay? Thank you for walking this path. Thank you, okay, for helping me and leading me back to my remembering as well. And I hope on days when you feel lost, I do the same for you. Because that's all we can do. All we can do is really try to be there for each other, okay? I appreciate you guys so very, very much. And I'll see you lovelies in the next one. Bye!